And welcome to English 103 Online. Listen, it's a short session. We really have about 6.5 weeks to get through what we normally get through in 16. So let's be brief, let's be simple, let's be direct, because we're going to have to work pretty hard here. The first thing I need you to know is that you have an assignment due Friday morning. It's called a diagnostic essay. It's more or less for me to see a sample of your writing. There are minimal points applied to it, but it's important in this way. I need to see that you're working in the course, that you're going through the modules, that you're understanding the notes, and that you're practicing them. So it's a practice essay of sorts. Going through the modules in this course is very, very, very important for this week and for all of the weeks. Go through everything that's in there piece by piece chronologically, starting with week 1, leading up to the diagnostic, of course, due Friday. Now, you also have an essay, a full-length essay due at the end of week 2. So my suggestion to you is that you use week 1 to cover a lot of bases. If it were me, I would go through the notes, the diagnostic, the introductions, etc., and read all the notes for essay 1 regarding sample essays, the prompt, etc., and doing some drafting on it. The skills are the same that you'll practice in the practice essay. It's just going to be a longer, formal 6-page essay that'll be due at the end of week 2. And then you have 2 weeks off for the next one, and then 2 weeks off for the next one. Right? So that's just the way we have to do it in this short time frame. And because of that, no late work will be accepted. It's impossible to fall behind in this class and to be successful. So make sure you know all the due dates. Make sure you turn everything in on time. Know that you have to turn everything in to get credit for the course, and it must be turned in on time. All right, now, for me, getting to know me a little bit, I'm out here in New Orleans. It's my home now. I'm from Modesto, but I've lived out here for several years now. I'm 2 hours ahead of you. If you need to get a hold of me, email me. I am on my email all the time and can get back to you pretty quickly. My office hours are on Thursdays, and on those days, I ask that you, or on that time, in that time I ask that you make an appointment if you want to see me. But honestly, you can make an appointment to see me any time during the week. I'm usually pretty much open. But I do need a heads up to make sure that you're going to be on the other end of the camera with me. So feel free to email me. Feel free to set up a Zoom. Feel free to email me with any questions as we get started here. You must complete the diagnostic. For those who don't, will be dropped from the course. It's just that simple. We've got to get that done. So work on that right now. Go through the week 1 and week 2 modules as much as you can and make sure you turn in the diagnostic Friday. All right. Last thing that I'll say is that this is a course in argument. It's going to be a lot different than 101. Wrapping your mind around that right now is also very important. In 101, you kind of did summaries, book reports, you analyzed your sources, but you weren't allowed to use your voice or your opinion. This course is all about developing your opinion. I need to see why you think the way you do, what your values are when you're writing, your personality, your voice. These essays are not reports, they're not summaries anymore. You're not just summarizing sources that you've read and making annotated bibliographies. Instead, you're telling me what you think about the world. And so the structure of these is much different. You have an opinion not just to give, but to defend in this course. And the course is really supposed to give you the tricks and the tools to defend yourself well, and we'll do the best that we can. The important thing is, this is all about your mind. I want to see your thinking on the page. I want to see your intelligence on the page. You don't want to shy and pull back and just be comfortable with giving information anymore. That won't get you anywhere. I might ask you a simple question like, what's better, chocolate or vanilla ice cream? You can't say, well, I like both. In argument, you have to say one is better than the other, and you have to defend why. In the process of a formal academic argument, that means citing your sources as evidence, right? Where else do you get your evidence? But it's still really important to understand you must tell the reader, I like this better than this, and quote your sources in order to prove it. And that's kind of the basis for all of the essays that you'll do. All right, I think that's enough for now. I look forward to reading your diagnostics on Friday. Welcome to the course, and I look forward to meeting you on Zoom.